Hello, hello, everyone. I know it's not a good view. Wow, because I'm at the other side of the computer. So anyway, I always feel like I have to look up there because up the top means I'm looking at you, but I always kind of try and look down here. So anyway, hopefully that's a better view of you all. So anyway, I thought I'd just come on here, say a big hello to everybody. So hello, hello. I know I haven't been on here too much, but anyway, I thought, look, I'll show you in the studio because there's been a few changes in here behind me. You'll be able to see the kiln. So that is the monster kiln. It's almost as tall as me, I think. So all the electricity has been done to it. Thank goodness I'm over it. I just need this thing to go off. But anyway, so yeah, so anyway, the kiln is set. So all the electrics been done. Now the only thing that's going to be done is there's going to be a little bit more electrics inside it, and then I will be able to show you things that I've been making that need to go in there to be fired. That's why I haven't shown many glazed products, but there will actually be some glazed products coming, and I'm going to actually show you all because I've made some wax filters as well, and some things that obviously will relate to soap, and some beautiful little dishes that you could pop your soaps in and things like that. And I am going to have a go at making some soap dishes on the pottery wheel, and of course I will put some drainage holes in them, and I'll show you how I'm doing that. So it kind of is related back to what I'm doing, and most of the stuff is actually in my car, so I can't even show you, but that's kind of a look of something. This is a little salt and pepper shaker that I made. Isn't it cute? And if you can kind of see, it has that speckle look and that beautiful white glaze. But most of them now that I'm doing is hand painting. So, and it's given me, honestly, just a little bit of, I don't know, quiet time, a little rest time. I really need a bit of a, I don't know, a mental break, let's say. So, but of course, you'll see me lots and lots, as you all know, coming back and forward on here. I do have to make some shower steamers, so we will bring some of those to the channel soon. I'm also going to be making some gels, some lip balms. I have my new lip balm tubes sitting here ready to go. And I'm just waiting because my beautiful friends at Craft 360, they are actually bringing in lots of butters and different things. So I want to support them more. So, I'll be waiting till they get everything, and then I'll be doing a bit of an order through them because I've sold out of quite a lot. And now let me just put the air conditioner on, even though it's not hot, but it's very humid and sticky in Melbourne at the moment. So I'm just going to change that and I'll be back. So yeah, so anyway, that's what I've been up to. So what has everyone else been up to, my loves? Oh, and I do have to bring one of my new soaps, which I did do a video on this, making this one. So this one is ready to go. It's ready to go on the shelf. It's a beautiful one with some oh gosh, it's left my mind what the plant is in it. Anyway, but it smells beautiful and it's lovely, and it's not no fragrance or anything like that in it. So that one's going to be a really good one. I'm going to put that on my website soon. I haven't put a lot of things on, and I know I have sold out of lots and lots of things on the website at the moment. Lots of the room sprays, they're all gone. And this is the thing too, when you're making things, you have to realize when something has had its day. So like whether it's candles, whether it's, I don't know, bath bombs, you just have to realize that if something's not selling, maybe you just need to get rid of that. And so for me at the moment, there's a few things aren't selling. So I'm trying to think of what it is that he's selling and not. But basically, shower steamers, they're doing super well. Candles for me always do pretty well. Um, Shampoo bars, no, they're not doing as well as usual as well. Oh, hello, hello, my love from Greece. Hello. And I hope you don't mind my Aussie accent, my love. Some people tell me actually that Australians speak very fast, and I think we do. Um, but yeah, it depends on what part of Australia you come from, I guess. I always find Queenslanders speak more slow than Melbourners. So maybe because I have more of a relaxed lifestyle than Melbourne's a bit more bustly and busy and so on. But anyway, and so yeah, so that's what I've been doing, and I'll show you what else. So behind me, I think I've shown these. I don't know. I'd have to fire these. So these are going to be my little fairy houses, and they're going to have a string through the top, and then some beautiful beads, and so on. So I've got some things like that I've been making. What else? I've just been doing so many different things, and I'm trying to be just do a little more creative things to make myself happy and because when I got the cancer diagnosis, I was quite depressed. So which happens, doesn't it? So, but anyway, I'm fine now. I've got over my little tantrum, my little tiz, and now I've sort of moved on to newer things. So I definitely have to get onto making some shower steamers. Like I said, I mean, if I show you the box, look, this is how many I have. One, one orange. Sad. So, yeah, and quite a few of them, that's all I've actually got. I've only got like 3 or 4 peppermint and so on. So I definitely have to get going with those. Soap, honestly, I have a lot of soap. I did at Christmas do heaps and heaps of soap. So I still have more than enough soap to go. And I mean, I'm hoping that I can still continue making soap. But if I ever end up having to have chemo with my skin cancer, then which generally they don't do that. It's more surgery with skin cancer is kind of the go to try and cut it all out. But if ever I do that, then I won't be able to make soap because you can't really make. We can, but your hands would be more sensitive. So soap's one of those things that are very kind of tricky. So anyway, I might not be able to do it if I end up ever having chemo, which I hope not. That won't impress me. So and because I spent many chemo days with my dad in the ward, so when he was there. But anyway, like I said, that's honestly what I've been doing. So I thought, look, I'm just going to come on here, have a little chat about what I'm doing. Maybe I'll show you a few pieces, and if you can kind of see in the background. So I do have this kiln here, and it needs to be away from the wall. And then, of course, when that's running, I'll have the doors open because it needs to have a little bit of, circulation of air in here as well. And I won't be here when that's on as well. Hello from USA, New York, I think, my love. Hello, darling. How are you? I hope you're doing super well. Let me see if I can. Acid Fly Studios. Well, hello. I hope you're doing super well. And if you're selling, I hope you're selling lots of things because, geez, we're in a bad moment at the moment, aren't we? I mean, honestly, I've been watching businesses fold and fold and fold. In Australia, Just Jeans just folded. So I think they might be the 6th company this year. So, like, big company. So that's terrifying. So, yeah. So I hope you're doing well, my love. So I'll show you a few things I've been doing. So look, isn't this cute? I've just hand painted these. So this is not how they're going to look. They're going to be glazed. So they kind of start like this. Let me hold it the right way. And then, of course, they're going to end up shiny, kind of like this. So this is obviously a shiny like pepper salt shaker. So they're going to be beautiful. And they're little coasters. A lady said to me the other day, they look like delicious cookies. And I agree. So I've been doing this one as well as my little penguin. And actually, I've been doing some markets. So what I'm going to do on my other channel, which is Rhonda Jane Pottery, I'm going to be doing like a market, sort of like a market day. I don't know what you call it, like an addition to that anyway. And because I've started back at market, so I thought that would be really interesting. The last one I did was along the coast of Australia, in Melbourne, and it's called Cows and Phillip Island. Um, oh, very nice. Thank you. Yeah, so I'll be doing markets down there, and I just did one down there, and that was really good. And then the next day after that, which was last weekend, what did I do? Oh, I did actually a show. It was a country show that was kind of, well, you know what happened? This is the thing I say to people. If you're going to do an event, you need to pick the event that works for you. And if it doesn't work after one or two times, then forget it. Go somewhere else. Anyway, my daughter and I did this show and we did okay. We at least paid the rent back, but it wasn't like a great, financial day. We got there and they said, well, there's no spots for, like craft things. And I said, well, we've already paid and booked for it. She goes, yeah, I know, just choose wherever you want to go. So that's how unorganized it was. And we're like, wow, this is sort of strange. And we had a 9-meter space. So that's how big a space we had. So you can imagine if they had 30 different stalls, people would just be fighting. So anyway, and it was wrapped around a football oval. So all of the tents were around the oval. Anyway, and then when we get there, there's literally four. Just shocked that there really wasn't many. So, and look, it's nothing. I don't want to be mean to the organisers, but if you're going to take craft stalls, it's not their fault how many sign up and how many don't sign up. Sometimes that's just sign of the times. But at the same time, you kind of have to at least be a little bit more organised for the people that have paid and that are actually, going to have the stall around the outside. So anyway, so that's what happened at that. So, you're never going to do well if it's so unorganised and you don't even have a tent space. And also another thing, if you do markets, is on your website, just write on your website where you're going to be next. So for me, on my pottery one, which is the Rhonda Jane Pottery website, which is rhondajanepottery.com, on that, which I've only just started that. I haven't even loaded. And my thing is, I'm not going to load lots of products. There will be a sign saying more products at the market, so people will have to find me that way. But anyway, if you write on there and then people know where you're going and then they will visit you at, um, these markets or these festivals. But it was just interesting that the first one I did out in Cowes, which is Phillip Island on the coast. So that's the town. It's called Cowes and it's right near a very touristy area. And anyway, it was very organised. You got there, you knew where you were going. They told you where your tent was, you set up, and that's it. So that was really good. But anyway, that's just a little bit, I guess, about how that was running. So isn't it interesting that, if you go to one that is a bit more organised, it's going to work well. And I did heaps better um, at that one. Although, coastal things probably more my vibe anyway than country things. So, but I am doing a big country festival event that goes for 2 days in April. And next weekend, I will be out at Phillip Island again on the coast. So I don't think I've listed that on my website yet. And I was meant to be there tomorrow, but because the winds are going to be 40, 40 kilometers an hour, they've just said, no, it will just literally lift the tents up. So it's too dangerous to do it in those times. But anyway, that's basically how it is all going at the moment, everyone. So, yeah, so it's been a little busy. Oh, I'll show you my other coaster as well. Like, there's so many things in here. They're just sitting. Isn't that one going to be cute? So he's actually going to be purple. The colors, when you paint it with this paint, it doesn't actually show really what it's going to be until later on. And then on the pottery wheel, I have made lots of bold ones. Here's another one. It's a little whale. One, and this one would be great for soap or in your bathroom with some bath bombs in as well. My connection is not good, it said, so I'm sorry if you couldn't hear me. Yeah, so I don't know what's happening with my connection, but maybe it just didn't love me for a minute. But anyway, that's about it today, my loves. Like I said, I thought I would just come on, say a big hi, say I'm still here. Um, and I'm actually waiting on an ingredient delivery. So once I get that, I'll bring some more videos on some making and what I'm actually doing. So the next one, hopefully, that I'll do will be shower steamers because it's getting towards the cold weather and I have to do that one a little bit as well. It's buffering a little bit. Yeah, I thought it might because very windy today. Really, really windy, my love. Sorry about that. Yeah, so anyway, so like I said, I'll come with some new videos soon. You can join me on Patreon if you want to get my other ones. I think there's 100 videos on there and recipes and so on. Or else you can just wait to see what I'm going to offer on YouTube. If you're coming to the Australian conference, please go over to that website. I always get messages through YouTube, but you need to go over to that way. And that is the Australian Soaping and Candle Conference.com. And you will be able to come along online if you're in another country, which we've got some people talking about regulations. We get guest speakers in. We'll have Ali's every day. She will be on there as well. She's one of our speakers. But if you wait until I think it is the 1st of April, we are going to have a 30% off. So wait till then, and then you'll get a bit of a discount buying your tickets online. Anyway, I'll see you on the next video, friends. Bye. And now, how do I end? Gosh, I haven't been on here for ages. Isn't this silly? I mean, wow. You know, oh my goodness me. Get out of this, you silly thing. I can't even remember how to log out. I mean, look, I've got to laugh. End stream. All right, I'm going now, my loves. See you next time. Bye.